Welcome back everyone. You're watching the training week from November 18th, where the weekly focus was to take it a little bit harder. I knew it was only a 2-day training week because of the Building for Tomorrow clinic in Australia, which we'll talk about today. I increased a little bit of tumbling, and I did one Pagan, which was very catchable with a very nice extension. I also remember on the Tuesday, you'll probably see my best stoop half that I've done to date, or at least one of the best ones I've done to date. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Misha and I love gymnastics. Here you can see a video diary that I've been keeping for around the last 4 or 5 years, where you can watch every single turn I've taken on the equipment, or at least all the important ones, as well as watching my build up for all sorts of competitions ranging from World Cups to Commonwealth Games, and most notably the 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games. So I think on the Monday, I did touch all of the apps except for vault. And there you see me pushing the boundaries, doing a little swing on rings. Shoulders feeling better and better. So, it has been exactly 1 year now. So December 1st was the 1-year surgery anniversary. So, we're sitting in a good place. I can't believe it's been 1 year already. It's actually insane. Like one moment you're at the park trying to raise your arm above your head. Next minute you're catching Coleman's. Now, one important detail I forgot to mention in the last training week. When I was showing my grandfather my training that week that I first caught the Coleman, I decided to check, how long did it take? How long did it take for me to catch a Coleman after surgery? And I caught it on November 12th. So if you count your way backwards, from December 1st, 2023 to November 12th, 2024 is 11 months and 11 days. And those following kind of new agey concepts and number repetitions and things like that, you'll know that 1111 is one of those most talked about coincidences. So, they say there are no coincidences. So I thought it was pretty cool that it was 11 months and 11 days exactly to my first Coleman. We could even calculate the hours and see what that was. So yeah, Coleman Road to 100, back at it. My favorite videos to make are the Coleman Road to 100 videos. And what do you think? Once I get to 100, should I continue Coleman? Should we go beyond 100? Or should I kind of stop at 100 and perhaps start a road to 100 for another skill? So at this moment in time, I was still dealing, with just issues with my front joint. So here, attempt number 1, I aborted mission. Again, just disorientation, And actually after this, I remember I got a little bit angry. I was like, you know what? Like, you've been doing this skill for, what's it been now? 15 years. So I just manned up, and no matter how I felt, I went for it, And we even made a new saying in that moment. We said, don't trust the alarm bells, trust the self. Because, alarm bells are going off telling you stop, stop, stop. You're going to hurt yourself. But we made a little mantra, don't trust the alarm bells, trust the self. And it worked out. So Building for Tomorrow clinic. I did a bit of coaching in Sydney. So I coached some high bar, some P-bar, and most notably, 3 athletes sent Gaylords literally on their first session. I might link the athletes on Instagram down below, because they deserve all the recognition. It was amazing to see 3 gymnasts just throwing Gaylords. I thought I'd be teaching just taps and basics. And when we were doing those trampoline drills, catching the noodle, doing the front beach ball, catching the noodle, I forget who it was, but they're like, Mish, we're all doing it today. And I said, what do you mean you're all doing it today? Gaylord. It's like, yeah, we're flipping it today. I'm like, what, have you flipped it before? Nah, we've never flipped it. I was like, I thought, I kind of took it as a joke, but literally 20 minutes later, we had 3 flips. And I remember Jack actually on his 3rd try, I think Jack Hall is the full name. Jack on his 3rd try actually kicked out and had the pad in his hand. So props to the Aussie boys. I had a lot of fun with everyone down there. So we did a Gaylord workshop, did like a support skills on P-bar workshop. So I spotted some Gatsons and we did some Diamondov work. There was a really lit moment of one gymnast getting his first Diamondov in a quarter, and I think he caught it in undergrip as well, which is more impressive. But there was the Pagan that I was really happy with. I had good visual, kept the form, and actually lifted my hand up as if I was catching. I wasn't planning to catch, but I was really happy with that. So you'll see me catch sort of in the next couple weeks. This was the first Coleman. This was the first Coleman which I used for road to 100. I think we restarted at 89. And here it is, just a little leg separation on the catch. Still a bit nervous, of course, all relatively new, but yeah, really fun time with all the Australian lads. I shared my story as well, talked about my gymnastics life in sort of like my junior stages, my Ohio State stages, and my senior mature years stages. And by the way, at the end of this training week, you will see a couple of turns I did on Friday in Sydney before the clinic began, and it felt good to show that I can do Gaylord at the same time as coaching and teaching the skill. So huge shout out to all those boys. I'll do my best to link all their Instagrams down below. So we got some bright futures to watch ahead. So front rotation is feeling better on the ankle. I'm going to start building the front rotation slowly, ease into the back rotation. We all know that back rotation crunches the ankles pretty hard. So that left one is still giving me some problems. Working on rewiring this first half and adding the half turn after the Honma. Of course, makes the peach one a little bit more difficult. You know, even the half turn just changes the grip. So I've got to get used to it, got to start on it early. And like I said the other week, I did start doing some extra repetitions of the Healy from one bar without the mat as well. One here I did like a iffy hop out of it, so it's going to take a while to get that hopping consistently. And besides that, there wasn't anything too much that happened in this particular week. It was just a quick little 2-day session, then I was off to Australia on Thursday. We spent a day in Sydney before heading over to I think the gym is in Rudy Hill, the central New South Wales gym, massive gym, like 3 massive gyms combined in one. There was the Healy hop. The highlight of that trip was probably listening to Coach Hiro, who was Kohei Uchimura's personal coach in his later final years, and he was also the coach that led Japan to winning the Tokyo Olympics. So we got to hear his story about the build up to Paris, and it was actually quite hectic. The boys got sick, there were some sicknesses, there were some injuries leading up to the competition, so by no means did they have a smooth build up to the Paris Olympics, yet they still ended up winning. Still working on the strength. Man, I think I can do it, you know. Inevitably I am pulling more with my good arm, because that Maltese range does really sting the arm, but I feel like this is something that I might just be able to get. So if you go back and just watch, I have that wrist roll, and again, you know, I got to figure out right there, that roll, I should be in that position the whole Azerian. It'll make things so much easier, but I just don't have the strength yet in my forearms to keep that grip. Funny story, I heard from the lads that Kohei said that the bar that he did that performance on in the building for Tomorrow Clinic last year, he said it was the worst bar he's ever been on. And then Hiro kind of showed him up and just went and did a dismount and said, nah, this bar's fine, mate, what are you talking about? But Kohei did not like the bar over in Aussie. Yeah, you can find on the gram, he did like a 3 Kovac sequence and a stuck double-double. So thank you, New South Wales. High Performance Center for having me. I had a blast with all the lads and seeing everyone if you were there. I think I met 3 of the patrons, so big shout out to Lockie again, who I've met, Tim, my biggest patron, and then Tom Lazevsky as well. So big shout out to you guys. It was awesome to meet everyone. Thanks for your support. All the best. Till next time.